What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. We're gonna go over our friend Matic. Currently, we're sitting at $1.92. We're down about 3% on the day. We're expecting some pullback here. We're starting to see it. So we're sitting at a market cap of 14.07 billion. It's 24-hour volume, 2.06 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to Crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app and grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, depending on the level of card that you have, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So we met our technical target from this double bottom pattern here on the daily. We didn't quite make it up to 215. Our break even was sitting at about 196. I didn't close any of my trade. You could have if you wanted to. It was a nice little trade opportunity of about 7%. However, we do have a lot of money in our trade if you're using our buy zones here. And I do think the market is going to see continuation to the upside. So I decided not to sell, basically. We have a bit of a bull flag pattern here. So if we hold this support and we hold the 20 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, then what you would do is you measure your flag pull, and then you would take it to your point of breakout. And it could take Matic all the way up to our take profit zone at $2.30. Some resistance in this area, resistance here. So do watch for that pattern, guys. If we do come lower, I would expect us to find support here at 171, which was the previous resistance of the double bottom on the daily. But this is the 4-hour time frame. You can see we create a higher high, lower high on the money flow, which is an early indicator of a move back down. And we're seeing a little bit of pullback here, but the market is still looking quite strong in my opinion. So here's Matic on the daily, guys. Our descending broadening wedge, we came all the way up to our level of resistance, coming in at about $2.02. You can see resistance right here, resistance in this area, resistance here as well, guys. So we've come up and we've hit the top of our wedge. So what we want to see now is we hold the EMAs. We hold the 20 EMA. We consolidate, we create a beautiful bull pennant, bull flag pattern, and we see continuation to the upside. The EMAs come underneath, we see the bullish cross, and we see an absolutely massive pump all the way up to our technical target here, which is coming in at about $2.88. Now, what we want to see for Matic is we come up and we break this high and we begin to reverse the trend. You can see we pushed right above the golden ratio with our Fibonacci pull from the previous swing high down to the swing low. So if we hold the golden ratio as support, higher likelihood you're coming back up to where you started. And then the 1.272 extension, which lines up with the target of our descending broadening wedge. There's a frog hanging out in my throat, guys. And if we break the 1.272, your technical target is a 1.618, coming at $3.61 for our friend Matic. It's looking really healthy, guys. Perfectly healthy for us to go through a little bit of pullback. That's what we want to see. And if we create some sort of beautiful bull pennant pattern here, then we can see that beautiful breakout that I was talking about here. You can measure your flag pull, and it will take you right up to that high, to that swing high, guys, coming in about 246. Pop over to our next chart here on the daily. As I was mentioning, guys, the money flow is right in the floor, but we have shot all the way back up to the top section, and that's why we're seeing a little bit of retracement here, which is perfectly healthy. Let me pull up the relative strength. And I was telling you guys about the bullish divergence on the MACD. You can see we're having the bullish divergence, which is an early indicator of a pump back to the upside, and we're seeing an absolutely beautiful breakout. So I also have a Fibonacci pulled from this swing high, which is the previous, very close to the previous all-time high, guys. And your technical target is $4.65, but I would expect to hit resistance here at $2.55, which is the resistance from this ascending channel. And I was talking about the weekly time frame. We were looking really healthy on the weekly as well. We wicked down, the bulls pushed the price out, beautiful bounce off the 20 EMA, and we're looking good. The RSI came back down to a healthy section, the money flow came back down to a healthy section. And hopefully what we see with the MACD is we start to curl and we see a beautiful push back to the upside. So let's look at Ethereum, guys. We're going to start on the daily time frame for ETH. Broke out of our descending broadening wedge. We are back up at the top section on the money flow, and that is when we've seen moves back down in the market. Not always. Sometimes you pump higher, guys, and then you see a bearish divergence. But we're above the 20 EMA. So what we want to see, guys, is we consolidate here. Let me grab my brush. Let me just move my tools up here. Okay, guys, what we want to see is we consolidate. We hold the 20 EMA as support. Boom, we bounce above the 55. We hold it as support. The EMAs come underneath. We have the bullish cross, and we see an absolutely massive breakout to the upside. Beautiful bullish divergence on the daily MACD, and we're seeing a nice breakout back to the upside. If we look at the weekly time frame, guys, you can see the RSI came down very low, almost to the bottom section, as well as the money flow. So it looks like we're gearing up for our next impulsive wave, especially if we get back above the 55 on the weekly time frame. Just as we did here, we broke below the 20 EMA, guys. We got back above it, breakout. So we came down to the 55. We broke below it briefly, but then we saw a reversal. So what we want to see is we get back above the 55, and we see continuation for Ethereum as well, guys. One more chart to show you guys here with ETH. So you can see we had a throwback. We threw right back up to this descending channel, and now we've come up to hit it as resistance, coming in at 3281. So if we can break above it and break above this swing high coming in about 3398, then we're reversing the trend on the daily. You can see we're putting in a beautiful inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, just as we're seeing with Bitcoin, guys. So if we see some consolidation here, we're putting in a beautiful right shoulder, and I'll give you a breakdown target. I'm just gonna take these lines away from this previous pattern. Oh, there goes my Fibonacci, just to give you guys, you know, so it doesn't look so messy, right? So we're gonna drop in our neckline. So if we create that right shoulder, we break out, guys, we have a beautiful target to the upside that will take ETH all the way up to the previous high, guys, coming in at about 4907, and then you're in the technical target to the 1.618, coming in at 8,000, guys. Let me drop a little price target here. 8083. All right, guys, so do keep an eye on that as well. If we were to lose the 20 EMA, I don't think it's likely, guys, and we start to roll over and come back down to about 2327, I don't think that's a likely scenario, to be honest, due to the fact that I was showing you guys that beautiful signal with Bitcoin, the CCI. Every time it flashes green, it calls the bottom, and it called it perfectly accurately on multiple bottoms all the way back from 2016, 2017, guys. And it just flashed green, which is telling us that we bottomed out. And if we keep pushing up here, we're gonna have the bullish cross of the MACD for Bitcoin on the weekly chart. And we're putting in a beautiful inverse head and shoulders. There's the long positions continuing to increase, guys, for BTC. And we're putting in a beautiful head and inverse head and shoulders, it looks like right now, unless we just consolidate and continue to break out. So we'll finish off the video here with Matic. Do watch for this bull pennant pattern. If we consolidate here, massive sign of strength, we hold the EMAs. As you can see right here, guys, we got back above the EMAs. We hold them as support, bullish cross, massive pump to the upside. So that's what we're looking for once again for our friend Matic, is that we consolidate here, we hold the EMAs, and we see continuation to the upside. Do watch 171 if we do come down lower, guys. That would be a beautiful area to bounce here for our friend Matic. And then we have strong support at 151, but honestly, I don't think we're coming back down to that level. We dollar cost average into our trades, equal amounts at each buy zone, brings your average price down halfway each time. You can see our break even at 196, and we're always prepared if price were to drop with lower buy zones, guys. It's a no-fail strategy as a spot trader, as you're just strategically buying the dip and you're selling resistance and you're repeating the strategy. And if you're leverage trading, 2 to 3x leverage, don't recommend more than 2 to 3x. And you have to double your margin, so 500, 500, 1,000, 2,000 with leverage or with spot trading, equal amounts, 500, 500, 500, 500. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Shout out to the Discord, over 1,000 members, talking all things crypto, posting chart patterns, as well as our DCA charts for the live trades on the YouTube channel, and daily buy and take profit zones if you want a dollar cost average into your altcoin positions. We have many altcoins here. 350 USD price of a coffee. You can sign up through the Patreon, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.